All right, I have returned. And nothing really immediately obvious came to me in the last few minutes, but I think one thing we can do is if we play the game and let an enemy spawn, and then we'll pause the project there. That is, I think that is a, let's see if we go 3D and we go override in-game camera and, let's see, how do we, override the in-game camera, manipulate in-game. So, yeah, 3D. Okay. Why? Oh, I guess because the game is paused, I can't actually do what I want to do. But what we can do is if I click here, I think I'm able to click the nope. Okay, no interaction at all. Okay, that's kind of useless. But we can just go to the remote tab over here, and we can look at what's going on. And we can look at where is the enemy being spawned? Inside an enemy spawner, I think, is where it creates them. Okay, so we can just like inspect the running game and figure out maybe what's going on. So remote character body 3D, movement speed, target groups targets, various things. Am I going to be able to tell me anything? Am I going to be able to tell anything that's going to tell me why no texture? Maybe not. Oh, I've just realized the thing that probably would be good would be like a pause button, right? To be able to in the game pause, and then I would be able to interact with the game. The game engine would be running, but the internally it would be paused, so stuff wouldn't be happening, but stuff would still be interactable. So that might be a thing to do next, just to make it easier to look around and do stuff. Okay, I don't see anything in here that's telling me. Well, let's see. Let's expand enemy. So then we look at the mesh. So the mesh looks like yeah, it's textured. So the remote mesh instance has the skin. Wait, I'm confused. Skin to be used by this instance. What's it mean? Mesh skin skeleton. Huh. I think that means something other than what I'm thinking of. Let's see. I should probably go look at the documentation on Mesh Instance 3D. Does it say anything important right here? And I've read that before. Does this say anything? No. No. So what I had changed was I had dropped. So there was a surface, this thing, already on the mesh that I had populated with this material. Call mode back. Lots of options. I don't think any of these are super important right now. Let's do this. Let's unpause. Oh, there is a It's fine now? Okay. I didn't do anything? I guess we just needed to take a break. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Let's see if I resume. Can we defeat this? Yeah, all right. And then we'll get some more enemies to spawn from the second wave. Put some obstacles in their way. We're gonna lose. All right, so we have zombies. They can maneuver. They look like zombies. They need to be posed though. All right, well, yay. So how does this work? Do we just add? By the way, I suspect, I don't know, and I feel like there's probably a more natural kind of workflow for setting up these characters, where I did the advanced import on um, the model to have the root be the character body 3D, and then we like inherit the scene and add these nodes back on, or something along those lines. But as long as this continues to work, we'll just keep on going down this path of like I copied, like I imported the thing and I copied the stuff in and rearrange it, so it's fine. Okay, so what do we need here? We need a animation player. Is that right? Manage animations. We don't have any animations, but we could. Where do we drag this into? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, just open it anyway. Okay, and this gives us an animation player. And then we click animation, manage animations. And then what do we do? Copy animation to clipboard, close this, go back to enemy, go to here, animation, manage animations, new library, characters, okay. No. There we go. Paste animation. Okay. Some kind of warning there. I don't know. Get rid of that now. Couldn't resolve track. General skeleton, left thumb proximal. Okay, I don't think the animation player needs to be underneath the skeleton. General skeleton, left thumb proximal. Interesting. Edits? Manage animations. If only I knew what I was doing. What is this? Warning importing. Okay. This animation belongs to an imported scene, so changes to imported tracks will not be saved. To modify this animation, navigate to the scene's advanced import settings and select the animation. Some options, including looping, are okay. Cool. So let's undo. Okay, we have our library. Imported scene. This animation. What animation? There's no animation. Let's close this. I need to first of all, let's close all these things. I need to I've done this before. Let's delete the animation player. Okay. It's interesting that it's still giving me this message. This animation. What animation? Okay, I think that's... Yeah, cool. Okay, so... Can I double click that? Yes. I gave this a bone map. Right? With this. Skeleton profile humanoid. Okay. That's the skeleton, but then we have the animation. Linear, save to file. Okay. Idle. Reimport. Okay, so now we have idle.res. I don't suppose I can... Nope. If I double click that, we have an animation with those details. Let's try adding an animation player node again. Okay. If I add this to here, no, or over to here, nope. Animation, new, idle. Like, how do I use this resource file now that I have it? Okay. Load library. Assets, animations, idle res. Okay, no. What if can I grab this? Nope, that doesn't work either. How do we... It thinks it's an animation. How do I use it, though? Interesting. Okay, so Googling time. Godot animation res file. How do I use a saved animation resource? Huh. Interesting. So that suggests that when I look at idle.fbx, this, yes, refers to that. Huh, interesting. Actions. Set animation save paths, set mesh save paths. Oh, here we go. So if I just say skip import on this and this, and then reimport, and then if I delete animation player and I take this in here, we have a node that has an animation player in it. And of course it can't resolve those tracks. Uh-huh. Something is a little bit off about this way I'm doing things. I wonder if there's a way to fix all this though. Like if I were to copy this, go back here, and I know I did this once already, but we're gonna try one more time. Close this, and so we have this root skeleton 3D. Is there a way to yeah, okay. Root motion, transform. Okay, those are like not related. Root node enemy. Well, it's interesting, right? So root skeleton 3D. There is a skeleton 3D. Yeah. Is this the thing where like left foot control. Huh. What was the there was a warning that pops up. So I see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things specifically that it can't find. Left hand, thumb 2, right hand, index 2, thumb, index 3. Okay. So it looks like maybe there are specific things that it can't hook up to. So I wonder then, is this a thing where I can just... I was hoping. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to the mesh. Maybe I'll just turn off these warnings. I think maybe these are a bit of a red herring. There's like specific tracks that we don't have bones for in the skeleton. Where would I turn this off in the setting? Project settings, animation mixture, couldn't resolve track. Is there an animation section? Something about import? Nope. Pathing navigation editor import? Nope. A hint as to where I should look would have been helpful. Let's see. It's all about rendering, debug. Uh-huh. Physics, audio, animation warnings. Okay. Maybe that'll pacify it. Okay, so there are things happening here, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Why is that? It's the right route, right? I mean, this suggests that it should be enemy skeleton 3D, and then it's looking for spine, left up leg. That is a thing, right? Spine. Left up leg. Cool. Maybe there's something wrong on the skeleton. It's not bound correctly. What is top level? Okay, now. Bones? Can I, Okay, where is that? There it is. Oh, hey, look, there's a set of buttons here. Edit mode, show buttons on joint. Yay. Okay. That's really weird. Like, I was able to click it. And interact with it, and then it just stopped working. Position. Scale mask, insert key, rotation mask. I don't want to insert keys anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm not wanting to actually change anything. I'm just trying to figure out if I can see that stuff is actually working. Great. Okay, so apparently I can undo enough to undo project settings. I mean, okay, could be helpful. Hmm. Root idle. Yeah, targeting post isn't actually no. All right, well, what am I doing wrong? does the skeleton need to be inside the mesh? Let's try our messing around with the skeleton thing here now. No. Okay, let's do that. What if I... What does create physical skeleton do? Cool. Not what I want though. Just curious. Export skeleton profile. Okay. I think that's the sort of thing that would be... I don't know. I don't know what that's for. Animate physical bones. So, in our... Oh, I see. I understand something. So I think before the animation track referred to general skeleton. It was like percent general skeleton. It's because of these options. I wonder. Don't make unique. Call it skeleton 3D. I mean, or honestly, just leave it as that. Reimport. And then open scene. Oh, that just takes it to the import thing. We have to actually like drop it in to place. And then we can go here, open it anyway. I did something wrong there. Oh, right. So we skipped the import on the root node here. Oh. Can we call this something else? Import ID path root. Yeah, okay. 1 second. I just open it anyway. Okay, so animation player. Let's actually just like play the animation. Sorry, of idle. Okay, see that works. That might be a good place to start. Is just like see that the things together work. Okay. Interesting that it still again says skeleton 3D here. Root skeleton 3D. If I change the name of this to enemy, just like messing with things to understand how these things relate together. So that breaks it, right? If we change this so that the root is still the root, and we do this again, it's still broken. Because the path here is not, this does not mean like the root of the scene. It means literally a node called root. So here's a question. How do I rename or retarget these tracks? don't know. Hey, there's options down here. Let's see, filtering. Okay, things that I don't need. Oh, if I click that, I can edit. Okay, there's no way I'm clicking every single one of these and changing. Okay, so if I move this to the top, I get rid of enemy. So now we have Skeleton 3D and Animation Player. Okay, let's get rid of these tracks. Now I think what I've done is the one thing that I edited now will be listed separately. Yes. Okay, so I imagine if I play this now, some things happen. Super. I guess I really only need to change the things that are animated. So this could be way worse, but there's got to be a better way than this. I forget whether this is something I think I did some of this on stream before with oh boy, what was it? There was something where I was messing around with the animation. Maybe I wasn't on stream. Because I have a project where I was playing around with like a 3D like VTuber model. And messing around with animation there. But I specifically grabbed some Mixamo animations that were also FBX files. And did something similar to this process, but when they were imported, they were not the import was not structured the same way. So yeah, I don't know what's different here or why I'm having to do this. And I guess theoretically I could I could just create a node called root and put skeleton 3D in it. So let me just not save that. Open this. Yeah. Open anyway. Cool. And then play. All right, yeah, idle. Play. Okay. Huh. So an animation play, yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Let's create a node 3D. We're gonna call it root. And then yeah. There you go. Whoops. Uh, that targeting pose. What's going on here? I feel like something very odd just happened. Okay. Very odd. What happens here? something odd happened. Did we... Huh. Okay. Let's undo. How are we like this? And what's that over there? Huh, very, very odd. Okay. Well, regardless, this kind of seems like... Wait, here... Is this a thing where I need to... Yes. Oh, we... Okay. Can we play the idle? Interesting. Oh. Right. Okay, so right, because we have saved the animation to this resource file. So no matter what else I did, I see. Okay. So and that didn't get Oh, that's fun. That's oh, no. Redo, and then skeleton, reset all bone poses. Okay. So I just need to fix this again. Or I can give up on this idea of trying to massage this, and instead we'll just do that. And what was that warning? I didn't even read the warning. Yeah, I think what we have to do is like do this. So here's a question. What does that file look like? I think it's a binary file, right? Unless it was a TRES file. Yeah. I don't suppose there's a way to like... If I rename it to TRES, will it auto-convert it? Nope. Let me select, but yeah, file with that name already exists. Interesting. Don't mind me, I'm just breaking everything. Ah, really, really breaking everything. Let's just delete this file. Yep, cool. Let's try this again. So animation player here. Go ahead and just delete that. Skeleton 3D, just go ahead and delete that. Then idle FBX. What if I just took this as is? Maybe I'm overthinking things. Well, that doesn't really work because I'm going to want multiple animations. So set animation save paths. Select current folder. Okay. Already saving. Okay, cool. So that's just a quicker way of setting this path, right? Loop mode linear, sure. Skeleton. It'd be cool if I could change. Well, why? If we skip import. Yeah, that's all set up. What are these options? Rename bones. Remove. Hey, so that'll fix the warning that we were getting, right? So if there are unmapped bones, remove tracks. It'd be cool if I could read the whole text of that. Oh, there we go. Accept bone transform. Okay. Any options on the scene? Import as skeleton bones. What does that do? Oh. Oh, well there. What was the option? Import a skeleton bones. Skips the node. Interesting. And then we can skip import. And then I would just import the animation player, right? In this case, we want to import it because we don't have use animation player. Targeting pose. Retarget. No, we don't have an existing one, so we new bone map that. Okay. Don't make unique. I guess we enable this. Oh, that saved to file. I see. We don't need to save that to file. And honestly, we don't need to save this to file either. That was just a thing that I thought would be useful, but I don't think it is. So reimport and then grab this and add it. Okay. Transform. Do we have some transform here? I don't think so, right? No, okay. How much of a scale down do we need to fit the mesh? I don't know. Can we hide this for a second? I mean, that looks pretty close, right? But not right. You would think that things would be at the same scale. I don't know. Let's open anyway. What do we have here? Yeah. Okay. Can I just copy these things? Or can I editable children? Yes. And then idle play. But the skeleton's not linked to the mesh. See, I don't think that works. Yeah, I don't think this doesn't seem like that really works that well. So let's delete that. Um, wait, didn't? Oh, I think I see. Okay, so how far can I undo? Because I might want to undo removing the original skeleton. I think that. Mm, 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 mm. Editor undo. I might be out of undo. Okay, let's remove this file that we don't need. Oh boy. Let's. Yeah, so the skeleton that we had before was this skeleton. I wonder if I did this when I did that. I don't know. I wonder many things. Okay, just very briefly, let me add this. Oh, I see. Open anyway. Interesting. Is there a world in which I can import these things separately into a single scene together and make them work together? Like if I have this mesh, it has a surface, it has a material, and then I have this texture. Can I drop this texture into there? No. Or this material? No, it's not editable. Right, to do this, I would need to instantiate child scene? No. No, no. What's the thing? Yeah, editable children. Make local. There you go. But then that's essentially the same thing that I've been doing where I've been copying and pasting stuff. So I don't know that that's even worthwhile to do. I'm not really changing anything here. I'm gonna delete this. Then I'm gonna delete this. And then I can take my material and reapply it to well, I mean honestly I can just why is this not editable? Very odd. Right, now we can delete this. I'm just gonna like re-step through what I've done already. Okay. It's very odd. Let's so if I duplicate you, and I get rid of the original, is this more cooperative? Where's the little lock icon there? I'm gonna try this a different way. How did I do this in the first place? Okay, just put this in here briefly. Open this. Open it anyway. Now, delete this from here. Take these. Paste them here. Aha! Hey, look, there's a little button there now. Very interesting. Okay, so that works. And then this mesh, we create a collision shape, single convex. Sure. And then this feels like not a great workflow, but if it's stupid and it works, it's we get that warning back. Can I please animate? No. Skeleton 3D, but it's not called Skeleton 3D. It's called General Skeleton because I left that checkbox that said to make it unique. So can I make it not unique? And then we'll call it Skeleton 3D again, so it has the expected name. 3D. Uh-huh. Why? Why is the character invisible? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Can we idle? We can idle. Okay. We did it. We did it. All right, and then autoplay that animation. And yeah. So I think the one thing we'll want to do is we're going to transform this whole node to be scaled down or scaled up. I don't know. Let's drop an enemy into the world and see what that looks like. Okay, kind of big, but honestly, I think I might be fine with just the default scale, and we'll live with it. Let's run it really quick. Request. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, the animation. Oh, right. We have an idle animation. We don't have a walk animation yet. That'll be the next thing to do. Maybe that'll be a lot more quicker than getting idle working was. So, Twitch wants to run some ads, so I'm gonna take a break here. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, and we'll go for probably another hour. And maybe have some walking zombies. So.